It is Ali, your favorite eccentric SLO-mad. What are y'all up to? It's been a long time since I chatted with you guys. Today is going to be straight and to the point. What is the deal with all of these crackdowns about people entering Thailand and being denied entry? What is the truth? Because everybody's like, well, I want to come to Thailand, but they're not letting anybody in. Well, there's a little bit of truth to that and a little bit of fabrication to that. And I'm here to let you know what the truth is, at least from what I understand and my experience. And then I'm going to share with you my visa experience, point you to a couple videos that I've already done on long-term visas and my experience just popping in and out of the country a couple weeks ago. So, all right, y'all. So, anybody want to come to Thailand? Do not scratch it off your list just yet. Hold on, let me get that glare. I always sit by an angel light. All right, y'all. This is impromptu, so I don't even have my selfie stick. Okay, so one of the things that has been popping up on timelines, just commentary for the last, I would say maybe month, but even more so the last 2 weeks, is this push or narrative around, oh my God, you can't enter Thailand. Thailand is shutting down, not letting tourists in and such. That is not true. I actually know some people who just arrived last week, 3 to be exact, and one who came and then left and then came right back 4 days later. But this is the thing, you guys. We talk about this all the time. At least this is a big topic, y'all, in the U.S. That light's going to get on my nerves. In the U.S., immigration. Y'all, when we talk about visas, getting into Thailand, that's immigration, right? So, where in the world can you go and not worry about immigration? Nowhere, except your own home country. So, if you are planning to travel, you gotta know some of these key things. So, let's break down Thailand. First of all, as a U.S. citizen, so I'm just going to be basing this on U.S. passport holders. If you are a U.S. citizen, you can enter Thailand right now as of December 2025 and get 60 days visa exempt. What that means, because I know people are like, well, what does visa exempt mean? It means that your passport is your visa. You do not have to apply for anything in advance. You do not have to go to VOA, which is visa on arrival. When you land and are going through immigration, your passport gets you in. Now, you do have to fill out your TDAP, which is your Thailand destination entry arrival verification card. I don't know, just TDAC, arrival card. So it's basically like many places they want to know where you've been, where's the last places that you've been within the last couple of weeks, where you're going afterwards, kind of get a gauge of where you're staying so they can keep track of you so they don't have people overstaying visas. Now let's get to the point of overstaying a visa. Well, you guys are probably like, well, Ali, we get 60 days. Who's overstaying visas? People who want to stay longer than 60 days, people who pack up all of their things, put everything in suitcases, jump on a plane, and don't have a plan. And that's okay, because I did not have a plan either. But I also knew that I was going to be bouncing around. I did not pack up my house and bring everything with me. I packed up a bag and brought that with me. That is not to say that you can't do the same and then figure out where you're going to go from there. That's okay. The thing is you need to know what the visa requirements are, the process and procedures before you either uproot yourself and your family, kids, so on and so forth, because I'm hearing stories about people with children not being able to come back in the country because they've done a visa run or something like that. All right, so back to it. The truth is we get 60 days visa exempt as a U.S. passport holder if you have no other infractions attached to your visa. Attached to your passport. And what I mean by that is if you have violated and you get some notification, some stamp, something that says you cannot enter for a certain number of days, you will know. There will be no question because they pull you in the back of the room and let you know you can't come back for a year. I know somebody who did a YouTube and was like, yeah, I've been banned for a year. You'll know. And so if you've got an infraction such as that, please don't try to enter and then say, oh, Thailand is cracking down and oh, they're not letting people in and oh, don't come. Okay. Thailand is doing what most countries do. They are honoring their immigration policies and procedures. So you get 60 days visa free. Decide if you're going to come here, you're going to nestle in, you're going to go to multiple cities. You're like, God, I need another month. Okay. Well, with Thailand, there is no limitation time frame on when you can apply for an extension. You can get a 30-day extension for 1900 baht with 1900 baht, which is 59 USD. That's one time on one visa exempt entry. Okay, so that will give you 90 days. That is equivalent to somewhere around 3 months, but count the 90 days because they don't do months, they do days. Okay, so that'll give you 90 days, and what you have to do is make sure you leave before that 90 days is over. Not on 91, not on 90. That's an overstay. They even have signs in the airport that tell you what the fine is going to be if you overstay. 1 day, 2 days, a week, a month, whatever, so on and so forth. And from there, they can decide to put you in the clank. They can ban you forever. They can ban you for a certain amount of time, or they can fine you, or a combination of all of those things. You don't want that to happen. You really want to really explore and so on and so forth. Then come here with the intent to really dig and kind of look at some of the neighborhoods and decide if this is the country for you. If you're like, okay, man, I think I want to come here. I want to stay at least 2 years. When you know that, go ahead and go to thaiembassy.com. I believe it's .com, and start looking at their visa options, y'all. There are a plethora of visa options. It's not one of those countries that you go, hey, everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you guys. Thank you for joining. I am talking about the visa crisis, what everybody is calling a visa crisis, coming to Thailand. And it's not really a crisis as much as it is about doing a little research and knowing the process. Okay, so once you get your 90 days, I would say during that 2 months, your 60 days to 90 days, start deciding if you want to stay. If you want to stay, you're still going to have to leave the country unless you are of retirement age and you're getting a retirement visa. Then you can stay and apply for the retirement visa while you're in the country. And they will okay, let me just say this. It's not a visa, it's an extension, because I know we use the word visa so fluently that that may or may not be the may or may not be the proper term. So with retirement, what you get is an extension. You get a year extension onto your visa exempt days, or whatever it was, depending on what country you come from. Visa retirement extensions are valid for people over 50 years old, you guys. So you know what? You ain't got to wait till you're 65 U.S. retirement age. At 50 years old, you are considered retired in Thailand. You just have to show some proof of different things, and you can get all of that on the Thai embassy site and go from there. If you are someone who's like, nah, I need to know, and that visa, the retirement, is only good for 1 year. If you know you need some time, like I want to be able to come and go, I don't want to have to worry about things, then you may look at the DTV, which is the Destination Thailand visa, which is basically for digital nomads, meaning people who work outside of Thailand, have a company based outside of Thailand, whether it's your country or whatever. You work for someone, you don't work for someone in Thailand, and you want to be able to come and go as you please for 180 days at a time. And then you can exit, or you can go to immigration and extend that 180 days one time each entry. So basically every 180 days you can get 180 if you go back to immigration, or you leave a day or two and get restamped. And I know that is the case because I just left a week ago to extend my 180 days, came in with my DTV visa, did my Thailand arrival card had my visa number on that and got stamped for another 6 months. Okay, so what are people talking about then? People are talking about when they come in on exempt visas, i.e., you get your 60 days visa free, and they're border hopping, meaning you're going to a neighboring border or anywhere for a couple of days, bouncing in and out. Even if that in and out is one time. And some of y'all are like, did this all the time. I used to always bounce in and out 1 or 2 days and I was good. Well, Thailand is saying enough is enough. Thailand is saying no more of this. Thailand is saying, no, I need you all. We put all this effort into creating this DTV for you guys. Y'all say you want more time here, then apply for the long-term visa. That is what this is about, you guys. It's not about kicking people out. It's about making sure that, just like in your own country, that people are in a place legally. And a visa does not equate to residency. It does not equate to citizenship. It is simply a visa saying that you went through the right channels to be there for the duration of the time that you are, quote unquote, staying in the country. Don't wait until the last minute. Don't do border hops. They are doing a myriad of things, one of which I've heard is you can do 2 visa runs a year. If you do more than 2 a year, you may expect, when upon entry, to receive only 7 days, not 60. So what that means, and let me give you another nuance that people are saying, people who are being denied entry at all, and don't understand why, because they didn't read the memo and they've been doing this for the longest and they didn't believe that there would be a problem. You guys, if you are here on long-term apartment leases, housing leases, you got kids, you got all your stuff from wherever you coming from, i.e. the United States, sitting in an apartment, and you have been doing pop in, pop out visa runs, I strongly encourage you to go on SIAM and click on their chat box to ask questions. Go to the immigration office, talk to somebody, or make sure you got a friend here that can clear out your apartment or hold your things for you should something happen. Okay, make sure, do one of my suggested options, which is get a storage unit. I have everything that I am not physically moving around with in my storage unit. So what that means is hopefully I'm not violating any entry requirements. And if I'm not, there is an expectation I should be able to come back in. At this point in time, I have my DTV, so I expect not to have any issues for 5 years. But if you are a person that is doing visa runs and you're here on a tourist visa, let me explain what a tourist visa means. Tourist visa means you cannot work. You are not supposed to be working. You are not supposed to be handling business deals. That's usually what it means. A lot of times things slide. You could be online working on things or just checking on things. But when you start getting to the point where they look and they say, okay, well, after 2 months, after 6 months, how are you here? Because in their mind, how are you here and you're not doing any work and you're not on a retirement visa? Okay, this is just logic, y'all. Then you got to be doing work. Well, if you're doing work, then you need to get the appropriate visa. Okay, so does that make sense? This, like, the thought process behind, okay, well, you keep coming, you keep staying, you obviously like it. Well, we need you to apply for the appropriate visa, okay? And I think it's up until the point where you are truly violating, where they really push their foot down. Like, let me tell you guys, you got to be doing a whole lot to make Thai people mad, including immigration. Okay, so there are so many ways that you can avoid getting yourself caught up, overstaying your visa, assuming that you can pop in and out when you actually shouldn't. And it's just as simple as what I said before. Go on the thaiembassy.com site and look at all their visas, look at the requirements. If you need assistance, reach out to someone for help. There's a couple of sites on social media. You can go on a number of sites: Thailand DTV, Thailand visas, Thailand residency. Look for things like that, and you can inquire with people in those groups. around, what they did or what they're seeing. Go to Bangkok Post online, or go to Bangkok Post on Facebook and get regular updates. They post everything, including their immigration stuff. Hey, you guys, welcome to my channel. If you have a question, please ask it. Make sure that it is travel related, or you'll get blocked if it is off kilter or improper. Just let you know that in advance. This is all things travel. So you guys, I wanted to put this out here because I feel like every time I go on social media, one of 3 of my initial posts is someone saying, oh my God, I got denied entry, or I know someone who got denied entry, or what do I do? They won't let us back in. All of our things are there. My pets are there. I house sit for people. People leave the country all the time. And my thought is can you enter again? Are you going to be okay? Make sure you have your things in order if you are bouncing around on tourist visas. And this is anywhere in the world, you guys. Get your things in order, because not only are things happening in the US, some things are retroactive to the things that are happening in the US, and some things are simply because this is what they do. If you've come to Thailand enough, I've been coming here since 2019, you will know that Thailand changes their visa process like the wind. Anyway, so there are times when they increase the visa time, they increase your extensions without extra money, or they decrease the exempt set time frame. So right now we get 60 days. I've been coming here before where we were only getting 30 days. So you really, really, really want to be in the know and know what's happening, because they don't care. The airline, when you're leaving, they're not going to check your status, especially as a U.S. citizen, because you do not have to have a visa in advance. So they're also not going to check if you are bouncing in or bouncing out. They're not checking if you are just trying to do a border run. They don't know that you have a U.S. passport. So it's good. The airline is not checking those things. So you want to be in the know, because if you get to the airport, get to immigration, Thailand's immigration, and they say you can't enter, you can't enter. You can't enter. You've got to leave. You got to find out how long you have to be gone. You have to find out if you're going to be able to be let back in. Hey, Colette Elizabeth from Cali. Yeah, I haven't been on in a while, Colette. Every day I'm just like, I need to go on. But I've been really busy the last couple of weeks. So moving around and such. So I'm going to try to post more videos. I just felt like I couldn't go too much longer without trying to address this to my audience, because I have quite a few people who follow me who have expressed some interest in coming to Thailand. And I know the information or the sound bites can be off-putting and somewhat scary. And so you may look and say, okay, yeah, I don't want to get caught up in that. I apologize, you guys. Let me know if the noise has picked up. I'm in a mall. Just had some lunch. So those are that's one of the most important things I wanted to share with you guys is that it's really, really critical for you to know. I'm going to actually get up and move. So hold on, you guys. Bear with me. I'm just going to move to another less vocal area. Hey, you guys, I'll walk around. I'll flip it. Okay, because I'm in actually the mall where I do my Muay Thai, which I will show you guys, because I think I posted once about my Muay Thai class. And let me see. Oh, you can't see. Oh, because it's on the other side. I'll show you my Muay Thai class. Anyway, any other questions, or are there any questions about the Thai visa, Thai extensions, Thai border runs, Thai denial at the immigration office? Are you guys concerned? Are you still interested in coming, but don't know? I'm going to come over here, but don't know how you'll enter. If you'll be denied, you got all your kids' stuff with you. You've got, everything that you're going to be moving with you. And you're wondering if you're going to be let in. I can't tell each one of you what your situation is going to be. All I can say is if you have any infractions for any reason on your passport, or you have a passport that is expiring in less than 6 months, or you have a passport that has less than one page, those are things that can get you denied entry just in and keep you from traveling in the first place. If you don't know those things, please go on the travel.gov site for the US, and they will break down your requirements for traveling with your US passport. And I know, like, for some people, this is Q&A option. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. Just threw a question on here. Are you a planner or are you spontaneous? Are you a person who looks at your schedule and says, to yourself, oh my gosh, I want to plan this. I want to go somewhere in 3 months, 6 months, a year? Or you're a person who says, okay, I got some time. I'm going to get up and bounce. I'll tell you guys right out of the gate, I am spontaneous for the most part, especially when it comes to small travel, even big travel. But sometimes if I'm meeting family or something like that, which I know I'm planning on doing in January, that is planned. So it really just depends on what I'm doing. If it's just me, I will jump on a plane in a heartbeat. I'll jump on a boat in a heartbeat. I will jump on a train or a bus in a heartbeat. Because sometimes it's fun that way, right? Okay, you guys. So that's my little spiel. I wanted to share some other things with you guys. So I think I'm going to try to go live another day this week. I can't commit because I am moving to another location tomorrow, you guys, because I have a house sit, and that is what my topic was going to be about the nuances and the reality of house sitting. And what I know, how I know people confuse house sitting with getting a hotel. So I want to reiterate what that process is, how it can benefit you, and or how you need to plan accordingly so that it can benefit you properly. You get the most out of it. Okay, you guys? All right, so I'm going to get off of here, you guys. Hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully it sheds a little bit of light on this denial entry thing into Thailand, and prepares you guys so that when you get ready to go up to that immigration desk, you can keep your smile on your face and know that you are going to get the stamp so that you can enter the country. All right, you guys, I'm going to get out of here. Y'all know the drill. Toodles and noodles. Peace and hair grease.